Hello everyone, we are from Group 1 and today we would like to present about Lean project of Al-Ikhsan Sports. Before that, I would like to introduce the group members. They are La Ailing, Tamayanti Murugeswaran, Anusri Murthy and Kittiga Murugaya.
Okay, in this project, we learn how to interpret a company's type of waste according to lean management. Al-Ikhsan Sports Sdn Berhad is a sports firm we decided to analyze because it's one of the Malaysia's most successful sport retail brand. Lean manufacturing focus on eliminating the 8 types of waste, which is known as downtime, which stand for defect, overproduction, waiting, non-utilized talent, transportation, inventory, motion, and extra processing.
Company profile. Al-Ikhsan Sports Sdn Berhad is Malaysia's #1 sport retailer which is primarily involved in the retail of sports, footwear and equipment. The company began as a single with 65 stores in every country in Peninsular Malaysia while remaining competitive in market conditions. The Sporting Goods Intelligence Report ranked Al-Ikhsan as the 63rd largest sporting goods retailer in the galaxy in 2018.
Product waste are waste that cause defects, overproduction, waiting times, no utilization of talents among employees, transportations waste, inventory waste, motion waste, and extra processings. Our ECAS operation has their own rules and regulation to guide the waste management system in their cooperation. Our ECAS cooperation has stated that lean manufacturing can help company to reduce waste, but the focus should not be only to eliminate waste. Instead, lean manufacturing principles should be used to identify value according to the customer's needs and make those value-adding activities flow through a company operations. There are several steps in lean manufacturing procedures such as to define the value of the process, map the value stream and create a flow or path for the value. Then they should establish a pull movement to attract the customer and to persuade perfection of their services and products.
Next, I will explain about defect. Defect are products or services that do not meet the requirements of the person who requires them. The problem faced by Al-Ikhsan is, if an item is defective, they will replace the item once the defective item is returned to them. Items returned will not be refunded. Customer can choose to exchange return item with item or equal or less value remaining balance forfeited. The solution that Al-Ikhsan made is, Al-Ikhsan has decided to make and use checklists to manage and monitor mechanical repairs, job processes and quality assurance procedures. Work standard methods and workflows should be documented in an easy to understand and follow format. Al-Ikhsan also implement training and ongoing education initiative at all level of organization. Full understanding of work requirements and customer needs also implemented by Al-Ikhsan. So next I will explain about overproduction. Overproduction means generating excessive amount of service or product and or producing it before it is required. So in this case, Al-Ikhsan company will manufacture product according to customer demand in the market to avoid overproduction. Overproduction happens when components are generated before they are required by the following downstream operation. And this has a number of harmful consequences such as capital expenditure for more supplies, extra tools and machinery, expanded facility capacity, superfluous inventory space. To avoid overproduction, Al-Ikhsan has made some solution, which is to increase knowledge of procedures and practices, using just-in-time delivery and only providing what the customers request, create a suitable workflow for the customer's advantage, and implement new process to prevent work from becoming backed up by specific obstacle in the company. The next waste in lean management is waiting time. Waiting happens when process, people or things do not move through the system, resulting in lost time that has an impact on the bottom line. Al-Ikhsan has faced a tremendous loss in their sales revenue due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Al-Ikhsan in Malaysia couldn't import their products from the mainland China. They also encountered some customer dissatisfaction and lose many loyal buyers of their product. So in order to that, they have made some Solution: by redesigning process in response to the manufacturing process pull to achieve even production flow or even single piece flow by standardizing procedures, training and processes. They also build multi-skill or adaptable human resources so that workers can respond rapidly and be reassigned to different area as demand changes.
Not utilized talent. The problem there is a lack of training for the employees in the operation management in Al-Ikhsan. For the effects, the employees who have not been properly trained will generate less work quality, and the less knowledge and training result in lesser performance, which result in reduced profit. As solutions, open door policies can assist a company maintain employee morale and prevent employee turnover. And the second solution is cross training, which is the techniques of preparing the employees to work in the multiple positions or perform tasks that are outside of their typical responsibility. Transportation is the fifth waste is when a product that is meant to be used in manufacturing is moved or touched unnecessarily. The problem faced by Al-Ikhsan is the movement from the warehouse to outlet and from the outlet to outlet is not yet optimized. This results in a loss of time, energy, labor and more such as manufacturing and damages from overloading. As solution, Al-Ikhsan can achieve just-in-time delivery, which can create a system where resources are pulled through the process rather than pushed through it. And the second solution is central integration facility, which central integration facility is essential for reducing the uncertainty caused by variety of dissimilar vendors and supply timetables. Inventory is the only non-process specific waste. It is a waste that refers to the loss or inefficient utilization of human capabilities and resources in the manufacturing process. Problem faced by the Al-Ikhsan is damaged inventory, and customers replace damaged inventory to better inventory. So by keeping inventory on hand to make up for defective products being created, excessive inventory can also cover up the shorts of waste. As solution, utilize an inventory management system. Al-Ikhsan can aware of what is on hand and only order the quantity required to satisfy the customer demand.
Motion wastes are an phenomena where employees are being overburdened by an inefficient manual process, causing them to be unhappy and produce poor results in the organization. In RE-class, there are unnecessary movement of employees because the office system is produced manually rather than based on electronics. That this causes a huge amount of space needed for the management system and can easily cause damage and misplace of the document. It is also take a long time to fill the document and it is hard to make change in manual systems. IECAS should use automation to incorporate for things such as data gathering and data entries. IECAS also should optimize the company procedure by evaluating their company and identify any area that need improvement. IECAS also should hire employees with full of experience in modern technology and to improve their management system. Extra processing is a waste that occurs when there are unnecessary process that does not add value to the product occur in the procedure. IECAS has several process steps that are not required by the customer and does not add value to the product. However, most of these procedures and find out through inspection rather than designed by the management team to find errors. This was caused by uncertain standard and specification of procedure in RECAS. There are also no standardization working procedure or a design procedure in RECAS. RECAS should stop the over-processing as soon as the waste was found out. They should also design a process chart to find out what customers want. RECAS also should use engineering value to enhance the solution and cutting the over-processing cost. Mura is the unevenness, irregularities, lack of uniformities, and inequalities. Mura is the waste that the company faced due to insufficient utilization of resources. This caused the company to have an all-time high stock levels. Al-Ikhsan was unable to produce a stable and smooth management system. This phenomena caused their product and service standard to be poor. Al-Ikhsan's management team had identified Mura as high stock level in the warehouse. Al-Ikhsan should solve this problem with Hijaka and Kaban. Hijunka is a lean method used to leverage production and establish a continuous flow of works. Meanwhile, Kanban is an inventory control system used in just-in-time manufacturing.
Muri or overburden means that operator or machine are pushed through their natural limits, which leads to complication. Muri is an abbreviation for any activity that exceeds the capacity of the 4M, which is man, machine, method and material. Due to over demand, the employees must deal frequently with the distributors and buy more equipment than needed. To ensure ready stock availability of various of choices of sports products, they perform excessive effort on their ordinary activities. Employees need to be worked more than required to ship adequate amount of sports equipment. This increases the employee's workload, causing several effects such as taking medical leaves, visibly tired, lack of teamwork, and many more. Subsequently, the machine was also affected due to the overdemand. Muri in machineries refers to expecting a machine to perform functions that is more than 100% capable of or has not been programmed to manage. Al-Ikhsan company utilized the machine more than its ability to ship out the products. The employees are enforced to use the machines. This causes the machine in Al-Ikhsan company improper maintenance and etc. Overworking machine at more than its full capacity causes breakdown of the machine sooner than was expected by the company Al-Ikhsan. In the long run, the company came across losses in production and efficiency. Next, advance in technology affects the workflow of the company. The company had to take massive amount of online orders from the customers to anticipate the demand of the customers in the right quantity at the right time. There were some difficulties in the order fulfillment of these customers. All of this makes the workflow process difficult and the employees are lack of information regarding the online system. In addition, materials such as the sports equipment and attires affected the company and the employee. Al-Ikhsan material storage and handling are changed due to the overdemand. As a consequence of overdemand, Al-Ikhsan company ordered huge amount of stocks from the distributors. The stocks were assembled in their storeroom in an unsystematic order. Vast amount of product arrival in the company makes them difficulty to arrange in stockroom. Moreover, this created a less conducive at workplace. The employees were not comfortable in working at poorly managed stockroom and insufficient space. In conclusion, Muri in Al-Ikhsan company are due to overdemand of product. Reducing overdemand in the process is to ensure that the team's demand are aligned with its capacity. The main motive of Al-Ikhsan company is to keep Malaysia fit and active by making sports affordable for all. Al-Ikhsan Sports Company desire to expand their market reach and is expected to open new stores. To obtain it, there were several steps that need to be followed. Firstly, which is referred to removing everything that is not necessary from the workplace. Al-Ikhsan company has to eliminate waste and align the workspace with the mapped process. Next, set in order is referred to as organizing and identifying storage for efficient use. Enterprise resource planning. ERP system is to extract historical data from its database. Enhancing the system can simplify the inventory management in the company. It will be easier for the employees to work and minimize mistakes, followed by shine, which means a process of cleaning, carrying out regular maintenance on equipment and machineries. Planning ahead of schedule for maintenance allows business to detect risks and also eliminate the breakdowns. Standardizing business operation in all the stores. Standardizing refers to collecting information about the productivity of each job and selecting the most efficient to operate the business process. Al-Ikhsan company has to develop a clear standard operating procedure that will ensure the work is completely consistent and uniform in all stores. Lastly, sustain. Refer to the following and practicing the above steps in order to reach the company goals. In short, the implementation of lean manufacturing principle to the project management is known as lean project management. Lean project management seeks to optimize value while reducing waste. Firstly, MUDA, which indicates eliminates waste from processes. The problems faced by Al-Ikhsan for MUDA on defect where the supplies inventory to the warehouse in large quantity and cannot check the condition of the inventory. Next, MURA, which stands for inconsistency of workflow and not compliance with the standard. This proved in Al-Ikhsan retail store, employees are performing below the level of expected by the consumers due to lack of sufficient training. This may lead to problems like uneven quality product, uneven distribution of workload, and many more. MURI, which is refers as overburdening. During the pandemic, over-demand of products affect the employees and the company. Excessive demand upon the employees, longer usage of machine, non-standardized operating procedures method, and mishandling material occurred in Al-Ikhsan retail store. This affects the employees physically and mentally. Solution to MUDA, MURA, and MURI challenges can be found using lean tools and the technique. The 5S method should be implemented in Al-Ikhsan store to remove waste in MUDA, MURA, and MURI. Thank you.